Dear fear, I used to think you were my enemy, the one holding me back, keeping me small, stopping me from living the life I dreamed of. The voice that whispered, "Stay small," when my heart yearned to expand. The shadow that crept in whenever I dared to imagine a different life, a bolder path. But I've come to know you now. Every time you appear, in that moment before I hit send on a pitch, in the quiet hours when I dream of writing that book, in the heartbeat before I step onto a stage, you're that familiar tightness in my chest. That voice saying, "Who do you think you are?" The thing is, you speak the language of what ifs. What if I'm not good enough? What if I pour my heart into this dream and it crumbles? What if I step away from this safe, predictable life and fall flat on my face? These are your favorite questions, aren't they? When I decided to leave my old career to become a travel writer, you showed up right on cue. Your voice was so convincing, listing all the ways I could fail, all the reasons to stay in my comfortable cage. You painted such vivid pictures of rejection, of embarrassment, of having to admit that maybe my dreams were too big. But here's what changed. Lately, I started seeing you differently. Not as the enemy, but as the part of me that's so afraid of falling short of what's possible. You're the voice that knows just how much this matters to me, how deeply I care about creating something meaningful. And the truth is, some of my proudest moments happened when you were screaming the loudest. When my hands were shaking, but I pitched that story anyway. When my voice trembled, but I shared my truth anyway. When everything in me wanted to play it safe, but I chose to believe in the possibilities anyway. So, anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say is, I understand now that you'll always be there when I'm on the edge of something important. And I'm not trying to silence you anymore, because I get it. Your presence often signals I'm getting closer to what truly matters to me, to the life I was born to live. So these days, when you show up, and you always do, I acknowledge you. Then I take that leap anyway, because that's how I'm building this life I love. Not by waiting until I feel fearless, but by learning to create even with trembling hands, taking one shaky step at a time. So long, old friend. Until next time.